Michael, Viewmaster Morlan here, and welcome to Galactic Inquiry. Coming up, Logante joins us for a chat. Nikki D'Angelo delivers the news, a transmission from real space, and community orgs, maps, and props coming up right after this. Hey, welcome to Galactic Inquiry, the weekly webcast where we feature you, the community of star citizens. A big shout out to our newest Patreons, Mark Palmer, Thomas Westman, Jens Revens, David Oliver, and Mario Villegas. I hope I didn't torture your names too much there. Thanks for joining us. And hey, our deep gratitude to all our big patrons, including Armin Hardinger, the Snowed One, Jake Whitehill, and Thomas Ottman. We couldn't create this show without your generous support. For those of you supporting us at higher pledge levels, I'm about to record your shout-outs and ringtones, so if you haven't already done so, send your request to sayhello@galacticinquiry.com. The Arena Commander 12.5 patch is, well, still tucked behind closed doors, and the rhetoric in the Star Citizen community continues to twist tighter. Some are even staging protests. Check out BadNewsBaron's sit-in on his Twitch TV channel. In this case, he's taking a sit-in seriously. He's sworn to stream from his spot in the constellation Head until patch 12.5 hits the streets. Later in the show, Jared Parks, you know him as Logante, sits down for a chat, but right now, the word of the week.
Word of the week. The word of the week is graphene.
Most of us have the same problem. How do you suspend a baby in thin air to freak out your parents? Michael Jackson's solution never really caught on. Before the 21st century, there really was no practical answer to this problem. But now, Michael Fogelstrom has shown us how an old substance, graphene, comes to the rescue. Graphene has been around a long time, hiding in your pencil's graphite, for instance. Just take a block of graphite and lift off 1 atom thick layers of it with some tape, making a sheet. Tie this two-dimensional sheet between 2 posts, and voila, floating baby. The graphene sheet is invisible to the eye, strong enough to hold that 4-kilo weight, flexible, and most importantly, is impervious to virtually every substance, except water. So, go ahead and buy that cheap diaper and water the grass beneath your baby's hammock. Graphene is 100 times stronger than steel, is a conductor of heat and electricity, and has a wide range of uses in computer technology, supercapacitors, and batteries that charge fast. For instance, charging your phone or even your car in minutes instead of hours. And it's cheap. It's the most stable form of carbon, the 4th most abundant substance in the verse. And now, here's the news. From the world of real aerospace, NASA astronauts aren't always shooting for the stars. Sometimes they're traveling 19 meters below the ocean surface. Earlier this week, 4 astronauts resurfaced from the Aquarius Reef Base Undersea Laboratory near Key Largo, Florida, where they had spent the past 9 days honing space exploration skills while learning how to live in close quarters. Since 2001, NASA's Extreme Environment Mission Operations Project has given astronauts, engineers, and scientists the chance to conduct experiments, test technology, and simulate spacewalks. The primary focus of this expedition, dubbed NEMO-18, was human health and habitability. NEMO-18 also subjected the crew to the kinds of communications delays astronauts would experience communicating with ground control during missions to asteroids and other deep space destinations. NEMO-19 will focus on evaluating so-called telementoring operations, where undersea crew members are coached by land-based experts via video and voice communications. This week, Nikki D'Angelo brings us details about the recent Retaliator conversions. Nikki?
Thank you, Michael. And before I go on, I want to wish a very big congratulations to Wes and his wife on the arrival of their baby boy. Let me tell you, having children is amazing, and each and every day I thank God for my 3, and I hope you feel the same way, as I sure you will. In last week's UEE SITREP, we talked a little bit about the conversion of the UEE's Aegis Dynamics Gladius from military to civilian use. I highlighted a lot of pieces of it, but what we forgot to talk about was another project that Aegis Dynamics has, the conversion of the Retaliator. The Retaliator has been the mainstay of the UEE bomber force for some time. Last year, the UEE Senate gave the go-ahead for the conversion of these models for civilian use. And due to that, Aegis Dynamics opened up a pre-sale of the veteran bomber to civilians for the first time, twice at the end of last year. Both times, it was a very highly successful sale, with no reason to end it except for the numbers of retaliators in the military fleet that were being allowed to be converted. Now, what's taking so long, 9.5 months, for these conversions, is a new system that Aegis Dynamics has developed for the civilian version. Instead of modules that go in the bomb bays that hold torpedoes and bombs, they're actually making conversions to have a captain's quarter, cargo, or even a med bay, and some other modules that we don't know about right now. This beautiful bomber that you see behind me will be in our hands shortly.
Nikki, any idea when these new retaliators may go on sale?
Well, Mike, I really haven't been able to pinpoint an exact date. My best guess is going to be after GamesCon, but before CitizenCon, or during CitizenCon. I know that's a pretty big range, but here's my thinking. We'll see the RSI Constellation variants being released sometime around GamesCon or during GamesCon. And then 6 weeks after that, I would expect the Retaliator to be out, because there needs to be a Cutlass sale in between there. How do I know this? Just by some statements that they've made at Cloud Imperium Games. The next 3 ships up for the commercial and brochure are going to be the Constellation and then the Cutlass, and they're working on the commercial for the Retaliator right now. So all that works out to be right around CitizenCon.
Thanks, Nikki. Now, we've picked up these transmissions from an ongoing battle out near the Garan system. It seems space pilots are having more trouble with real space-time than we initially believed would be the case.
Oh, jeez, I'm surrounded. Stay cool, stay cool. Don't anthropomorphize the enemy. Just lights on the screen, lights on the screen. Oh, no, I need backup. I need some assistance.
I copy. Reading you loud and clear.
I'm under attack. Vandal's War.
Whoa. If true.
Damn it, it's not a rumor. I'm getting dizzy.
Where are you?
Near Garon, heading toward Vega.
Sorry, man, I don't have the fuel to turn around. Newton's first law is kicking my ass right now.
Then why did you answer my call, man? Shit.
Because I ain't talked to nobody in a while. It's lonely out here, man.
So you just called to chat?
Well, yeah, I just thought you'd want to know. Yeah, I can give advice.
Oh, but I'm under attack right now.
Well, look around you. Can you form some sort of rudimentary lathe? Or is there an asteroid you can hide behind?
There's no asteroids that will come out here till Tuesday.
Go Z minus 10,000.
Listen, I got enough calls.
Oh, sure. Well, good luck. Dude, you're back. I'm so jazzed to hear from you. How long has it been? You're still flying?
I need assistance. I'm under attack. I'm going Z minus 100 now.
I'm retired now, man. I gave that up back in the 50s. Couldn't handle the G-forces anymore.
What year is it? I've only been gone a couple hours.
Oh, it's 2972 on Terra, man.
Oh, shit. I must have miscalculated my last hyperdrive.
Yeah, well, that's big bummer, man. Well, I'm going back to my puppet show. Good luck to you.
Enjoy your retirement, yes. There's no one close by.
Peoples of X.
Oh, no, sock puppets. Get off my radio.
This is version Galactic. Do you copy?
I'm under attack. Vandal Swarm. Can you assist?
We take MasterCard, Visa, Diners Club.
What are you talking about? I'm under attack. Mayday, mayday.
We take Bitcoin. Do you have a virtual wallet?
A wallet? Are you kidding me? Don't talk to me about finances. My spacecraft is overheated. I can't even fire anymore.
To hear the menu choices again, please press 1.
Oh, damn. I knew I should have bought LTI.
Boy, I really like that single sock guy. Hope he finds his mate.
And that's your real aerospace news. At Galactic Inquiry, we're always looking for your creation, and here's what we found on the web this week. First up, the Convoy. Now, if there's strength in numbers, the Convoy's over 700 members have got you covered. This Star Citizen organization is dedicated to plying the trading lanes of the verse while, as their manifesto notes, providing support, resources, and an environment that will help and encourage members to organize and protect themselves. We must presume that means from pirates and thieves. And while you're applying the trade lanes of the verse, it helps if you can keep track of where you are. Shiari has been working on a web-based interactive star map complete with descriptions of every known system's planets, governmental alignments, and, where available, histories. Okay, so enough with all this virtual stuff. How about something from the real world? Firespikez has taken the marine flight helmet from the game and is working with his friend at Combustible Props to build the real thing. Right now, they've created the 3D print, glued the various printed elements together, and given a first coat of primer. You know, some Bondo, layers of primer, and the artistic application of color and weathering should create a very fine piece for Firespike's next cosplay event. A big thanks to Convoy
Shiari.
and Firespikez. You're on this week's Fan Frequency. Earlier this week, we had a chance to sit down with longtime citizen creator, Jared Parks. Hi, I'm here with Jared Parks, one of the many moderators on the RSI forums. Hey, Jared, good to see you.
How you doing?
Good, man. So, you are also known by another nom de plume. What would that be?
Jared Parks is myself and everything, but I actually do play an actual character in Star Citizen. I've been actively involved in the community.
Why don't you give us a hint?
Yeah, sure. There's a big joke that I am incognito by not wearing a mask. So most of you guys would probably recognize me if I put this on here.
Oh, it's Logante!
Yeah, Logante.
Logante. Hey, man, good to see you, Logante. So, yeah, we've only seen you unmasked one time in the past in one of the Wingman's Hangar episodes.
Yeah, that was a while.
Peeled that thing off and it's like, oh my god, it's...
Yeah, that was a while back, and it was very hot that day, too.
Yeah, how do you wear your glasses inside that?
I don't. Yeah, I just go glasses, and that's just part of the price
stumble
I have
around.
to pay. Yeah, exactly. I want to get special lenses for the gas mask.
Right.
But,
so in the real apocalypse, you're going to be blind.
Yes.
All right, good. So it's just good to know you won't last long.
Yeah, probably not.
But you were just recently at QuakeCon and went in cosplay form as Logante there. How was that?
It was a lot of fun. Actually, I had some Star Citizens actually recognize me. Where I was, Logante. So that was a lot of fun.
That's always fun.
But yeah, QuakeCon was a lot of fun. Some people go up, dress up in all sorts of costumes and all that stuff. So I figured, hey, why not have some fun this year? So this is the first time I went to QuakeCon dressed up as Logante.
Right. Oh, you've been to other cons?
Yes, like Comic Con, stuff like that. But I wanted to just do something different this year. So I brought a friend of mine who's never been. So he helped me get the gear on, get the gear off. So I appreciate his help. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So how did Logante come to be? What was the source of that?
Well, I am a strong believer that you can't really forget who you are. I mean, people. I'm just gonna be okay. I don't candy coat things. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. People get old. People get boring. I'm getting old, and I'm like, I don't want to be boring. So here I am, getting older and older, and I'm thinking, I haven't done anything for Halloween in the longest time. I know, not a kid, but I was like, come on.
Well.
So I figured, it's like, what do I really like? And I've always had a big passion for post-apocalyptic themes, and Fallout 1 was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. So my dad and I got together for a little father-son project. It was like, hey, why don't we put together a cool outfit just for fun? So we literally scavenged because we wanted a real scavenged look for gear. And we didn't really buy a lot of this stuff. We looked all over the place, spare parts and everything, and put together this outfit and weathered it manually. A lot of fun, and then there you are, Logante.
Now, you mentioned your dad. He helps you somewhat. He's kind of into this as well.
Yeah, he has a hobby of creating props. One of my videos, you saw a Sidewinder missile with fire coming out of it
and
smoke.
Blinky lights and all kinds of stuff going on.
My dad built that.
Yeah.
And the fire and the smoke wasn't even CGI. We literally wired a small rocket engine to the Sidewinder.
A little Estes model rocket engine.
And connect those wires I'm messing with are real wires. I'm literally connecting the wires and fire's going off.
A little underpowered for a Sidewinder, but yeah, at least it got the effect.
Yeah, I mean, a little trivia here. My big brother was holding the camera, and you'll notice that when that goes off, the camera slightly shakes. It's because my brother is standing there with the camera, and he actually jumps back because he didn't really know what to expect. It was the first take, so it was something else.
Well, at least it wasn't like a 55-gallon can explosion gag.
Oh no.
That would have been a little bit.
My brother would have killed me. We were in his garage.
So you are mentioning, growing up as a kid and playing Fallout. You're also a big fan of Wing Commander in the day.
Absolutely. My family moved a lot. So move. Didn't really get a chance to really go out and meet a lot of people. So, and my computer was my best friend. Went with me everywhere I went. And I got into, I think X-Wing was the first flight simulator game.
X-Wing, I loved X-Wing.
space.
TIE Fighter for me. I got into TIE Fighter.
Also good.
Yes.
And then there was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, even better. But I was in love with it. It was amazing. Just anything you could do. Yeah. And then I found Wing Commander, and then Privateer, and it was just a whole new universe that you could just go out and explore and everything. And it really sparked my creativity as a child. And I grew up always in that mindset of, hey, story elements and some things to explore. So, and I have a big, I have to owe that to Chris Roberts. He really expanded my imagination as a child because of these
what could be
games
done
that he
in
made.
that space. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
And how you can participate in that experience. So years go by. Chris goes off to shoot some movies and produce some movies, and then suddenly this word comes back about this new game. How did you first hear about Star Citizen?
Well, I'm a big tech guy, so I like going online and see what the latest stuff is going on, whether it be software or hardware. And I heard that the guy who made the Wing Commander was wanting to create a project again. And I was like, what was his name? Was Roberts or something? It's like, didn't he like do movies? So I looked into it. I was like, oh my goodness, it is really the same guy. And I got so excited and started telling my friends. I got even told my coworkers about it, and I even got some coworkers into it now. And
so you got in pretty early, back in November of 2012.
Really, really early. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart, but I missed the golden ticket by 5 days. So close.
So not quite the perfect early adopter, but
so close.
You were in there pretty quickly. So.
But
and you've been with it ever since. You've been contributing
absolutely
a number of videos as Logante. Now you're a moderator. You help out with the forums.
Absolutely.
What's that like?
That's a lot of work, but long hours sometimes. We'll be up 3 or 4 in the morning, especially. When we used to do, CIG used to do patches on Fridays.
Right.
We had moderators on deck to handle things all throughout the night.
Yeah, we changed that because it was killing the dev team too.
Yeah.
Having to work through the weekend to manage any issues, so they moved that more to the middle of the week. So that's better for you.
Yep.
And you don't have to do that.
It is a lot of hard work, and when you do have to deal with forum trolls sometimes, that's the reality of it.
I haven't witnessed that too much, and maybe that is credited to the moderators keeping that to a dull roar. I really haven't experienced that on the RSI forums.
Well, we really, and CIG especially, doubly so, really believes that the community is key for the health of the game.
Yeah.
The persistent universe is for the community. Right. And we really want to go out of our way to make sure that the community is not just itself, it's just a community, because a lot of gaming communities can go up or down depending. Sure. We want a healthy community. We want people to be productive and help each other out, and the community to be reinforced. Now, sure, there's going to be pirates in the game, a lot of stuff, and that's fine.
That's role playing.
Yeah. We need pirates in the game.
Yeah,
and we do. It's very viable. Like for me, I'm going to be an anti-pirate. That's how I'm role playing.
Good for you.
I'm the White Knight, if you will. I like protecting.
Oh, so you like the White Knight? Okay.
Yeah, I like protecting. I'll just be,
the paladin, as it were. Right.
But we need pirates, and we need those people. We need mercenaries and all that stuff. It's part of the game. That's fine. But and I know a lot of pirates that are fantastic people. I've met some in real life. I know Ken Shadow. I talk to Lyra all the time.
Yeah.
They're actually really are good people, and they love the game and have a passion. That's fantastic. But some people try to take that a little far and want to start fights in the forum and
Yeah, I know. The role playing belongs inside the game. Persistent universe. Let's keep the smack talk down to a minimum. Yeah. So you've been around. You've watched the hangar module come out, and it was so thrilling to walk around your possession. I've got my ship, and of course now we're getting to fly them in Arena Commander. You've had a chance to jump in with Arena Commander and play around a little bit. What's that been like? What is your opinion of the Arena Commander experience so far?
Arena Commander it's been great so far, and we talked about QuakeCon.
Yeah.
And they had a big old monitor that was demoing Star Citizen. Oh. And so I got to go over there, in my outfit and just kind of check it out and tell people about it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. But the general consensus of people are really amazed at how it is so far. I mean, sure, it's got its problems. I mean, it's an alpha. Sure. That's expected.
We all accept that as part of this process of crowdfunding and being a part of the.
And a lot of things are going to change before the game even releases. But it's been a blast. So just be able to walk around your hangar and get in your ship. That's been fun. Now you can actually fly around. Right. It's great. It's fantastic, and I applaud the CIG team for what they've done so far. It's a lot of work, but it's well worth the effort.
Now you're really getting into it. Apparently, you're building a cockpit.
Yes. I ordered the parts. It's a Bodo Gaming Revolution cockpit.
Okay, so it's just some sort of prefab.
Yeah.
So you're kind of not trying to do this from scratch.
No.
Yeah. But you've got that. You've got a pretty heavy rig. Tell us about your rig.
Well, pretty much it's like a racing seat kind of thing with a rail that you can move up and down, so it's very adjustable. Wow. It's got room for 3 large monitors, so it can hold up to 32. I think I'm just going to do 27s though.
Right.
And then you got your HOTAS set up. You got your flight, your rotor pedals and everything.
What HOTAS and pedals are you using?
I'm going with the X55 Rhino.
Good.
and I'm going with some of the high-end Saytech pedals.
So you're getting dialed into all the controls in order to kind of execute the commands you want manually.
Absolutely.
Have you played around with voice attack?
I have not yet, but I've heard amazing things about it. I'm waiting for some of the kinks to get out first.
Sure.
But first I'm concentrating to get the cockpit built. Once I do that, then I'll jump to the advanced customization, such as voice attack.
Sure. I don't have the scratch to buy a whole HOTA system, so I'm just going to have my little stick, and I'm going to be calling out the commands as fast as I can.
What works, works.
So now that both these modules are out, we've got the hangar, we've got the arena commander, a lot of people are getting a little antsy and wondering what's happening with all the money. I mean, and you know, what's Chris doing, and what is the team doing with this huge investment that the community's made in Star Citizen? What's your opinion on that?
Well, I mean, I've heard the same type of talk and discussions and everything. I've been to the CIG office a couple times, and even at the original CitizenCon, and I've seen where they're at the time. And then when I've gone again for various reasons, I've seen where they're at now, like in those stages, and there have been vast difference between. They're not sitting around doing nothing.
Right.
Every time I've gone, the seats are full. They're actively busy. They're really not messing around. Right. And they kind of play around with stuff and care about stuff, but when it comes down to the job, they're doing their job. I mean, sure. I've seen it, and the stages that I've seen there are major differences and major improvements. So I really have no doubt that they're putting the money.
So you're feeling pretty good. Are there any new plans for Logante?
Well, I'd have to say yes. I do like going to local gatherings as Logante, just first of all, as journalized as post-apocalyptic, because that's just fun. But the second thing I've actually added to that is when people start asking about Logante and all that stuff, I do like mentioning that he is a character in a universe, and that gives me a nice way to get my foot in the door to try to get more Star Citizens into the community.
Sure. So you're kind of using that as a leading kind of element for other people who may not learn about Star Citizen yet. Yeah,
and besides, Star Citizen games, it's with a lot of the modern gaming people that didn't grow up on those type of games, they're not even aware this type of stuff really exists or that it's worth even looking into. So I mean, if you can get your foot in the door, I've gotten people that've never even heard of space sims outside of strategy games, something like that, and now they're looking at it, now they're all excited because this is something brand new to them.
It is exciting. Would you call yourself a Star Citizen super fan?
Maybe Star Citizen super fan.
Well, Jared, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to see you.
Absolutely, and he will definitely be there. Oh, a little trivia real quick. When I did actually get to go to the office, I actually do have some of the developer signatures hidden inside.
That's right, and I believe mine's in there too.
Yep,
there it is.
It's in there. Yep, absolutely.
Logante, thanks for dropping in.
No problem. You have a good one.
Always enjoy having Jared on the show. So let's wrap this up, shall we? Become a Patreon backer today and enjoy the benefits of supporting a show by and for the fans. And if you prefer, you can always send your one-off payments to pledge@galacticinquiry.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll get a ping every time we publish a new video. And keep in touch through your favorite social portal. Links to the Galactic Inquiry sites can be found on our website. And this show belongs to you, the Star Citizen community. So be sure to give us your feedback on our Galactic Inquiry subreddit. And of course, the centerpiece of our show is fan creation. So if you have something cool to share, send it in. And if it doesn't suck, we'll show it. And remember, we're listening.